everybody. I'm Dory Zori, and we've been playing a lot of Little Simz the last couple years. In fact, her song Woman is in heavy rotation right now. The album came out on September 3rd called Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. Please welcome Little Simz. Hi.
Hello, hello everyone. How you doing?
Yeah, how are you doing? Live from London or outside of London?
No, live from London. Yeah,
Nice. That just has a better ring to it anyway.
live from London. Yeah.
Live from London.
Uh-huh.
So I want to kind of just start with a nice icebreaker question from one of our members.
Mhm.
Marilyn from Mequon wanted to know, especially maybe over this last year and a half, who is your go-to artist when you need to feel energized? And then who is your go-to artist to listen to when you just need to chill?
Mm. Oh, okay. So my go-to artist, probably when I need to feel energized, will probably be a Kendrick. Um, yeah, I just think I feed off his energy and the way he delivers his vocals, like it makes me feel pumped and ready. I'd probably listen to him when I work out and whatnot. And then to chill, I'd probably say Cleo Soul.
Hmm.
I think her voice is so soothing and so lovely. And yeah, it just makes me feel really relaxed. So probably those two.
If you could hook us up so I could get her to come and like sing me bedtime stories, I think there's a big market for that because I love her voice. It is so chill.
Okay, I'll put in a word. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the new album, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. It's your fourth studio album,
Yes, yeah.
but not your first time working with the Inflow, right? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so Flo and I have known each other for years. Like we in North London, we have this youth centre called St. Mary's Youth Club, and it's a place where kids from say age, I don't know, 9, 10 till 16 or something come and just have an area to create, whether that's through cooking or through arts or through whatever it is. It's just a space for young people to basically not be on the streets doing whatever. So I think that's where we first initially met, and I always knew he was talented. I always thought he was sick, and I thought if we worked together this could be amazing. And so we had been making music from like 2008, and then I went on to do my thing, he went on to do his thing, and then we came back and done my album Grey Area, and then Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. Yeah. So
it's really important, I would imagine, especially making albums like you do where they seem very personal. Like you have to have that level of trust and comfortability, or it's nice to come into the studio with that already established so you don't have to work through those before you start really digging into your personal music, right?
yeah, exactly, for sure. And I think it just breathes for the music we make. I think he's someone that I definitely feel comfortable in the studio environment with, and has made the space so that I can cry, I can vent, I can just talk about whatever. And I know it stays within those four walls, but if I want to record it, if I want to put it on paper, the opportunity is there. So I think that's super key for me. I just need to feel comfortable in my creation space, and yeah, and who I'm creating with. And also it's just, we just have fun. Like I think the art is supposed to be fun and exciting, and it's an opportunity for us to explore, especially with this album, even though it's like rooted in hip hop. I think we was able to dive into so many different spaces musically, and yeah, just explore in that way.
Yeah, that totally makes sense to me. Again, I was going to ask you how much of this album is really just you, not as the artist, but you as a person, because it seems super, super personal to me. Some of your lines are like beautiful and devastating and also powerful and fun. So,
I mean, it's all me. It's all Simbi, that's for sure. Definitely. I think uh yeah, I had so many opportunities within this album to to just talk from Simbi the person. And I think coming off the like my last albums and whatnot, where sometimes it's heavily metaphorical and there's lots of riddles and whatever, on this album I just feel it was super conversational and super direct. Even if you were to just read my lyrics, it could just be like I'm just talking, you know. And I think that was important for me to just be direct in that sense, in every way, shape or form.
It feels that way too. And especially with the interludes, like there's a lot of classic interludes and hip hop music, and some are really great, some are funny, but the interludes in this one really, like, I don't know, made me feel connected as a listener. Like one of the things I've been doing for myself is treating, instead of just listening to singles, sitting down with a full album, listening to it in the order it was tracked. And yours really like hits me in such a special way, because I do feel like you're kind of speaking to me, and then those interludes kind of help tell the story and move from one idea into another. So can you talk a little bit about the interludes and why you decided to put them in and what they mean to you?
Yeah, for sure. So just off the bat, like I'm super, you know, into film, and I think there's a link there. In a poem could easily be a song could easily be a story could easily be a film, you know what I mean? They're all connected. And so when I was making this album, even though I'm just getting out whatever I want to say, I wanted it to feel concise, and I wanted it to feel like you're a part of a journey. And there's also 19 songs and 2 features and a lot of my voice. So I thought it would be nice to introduce a third party to help guide that and tell the story, which was Emma Corrin. And she came in and nailed it. And I think I always felt like the interlude should almost be determined by the listener, because I think there has to be room for imagination, and there has to be room for someone to listen and take what they get, or whoever they feel like this fairy godmother, whatever that represents. I think that's what it is, you know.
I'm so glad you're saying that, because first of all, like musically it sounds so cinematic. A lot of the songs in the interludes sound like you're kind of listening to a film, but I kind of wrote down in my notes, like the interludes remind me that there's like a storyteller, or I did say fairy godmother. There was something very kind of magical about it. And it brought me kind of back to my youth a little bit, right? When you first start watching those kind of movies, which then kind of helped me through the journey of your album. I talk about a lot of stuff, starting with, you know, you being young and your first song. I'd like you to talk a little bit about that and why you decided to make that the first song on the album. Yeah.
Oh, on the album. Okay.
No, sorry.
It's okay. So Introvert was one of the earlier cuts we'd done. And I remember when Flo had like played the chords on the piano. At first I thought, because it has this like tempo change, and I thought, that's a bit slow for me to rap over, but he sped it up, and it was like, it will be cool if we can play with the tempo change to help feed into how epic and how dramatic this can be. And honestly, I don't think that song could have sat anywhere else on the album apart from the intro. I think it just feels like a rebirth, like a reintroduction, a call to arms, you know, like like I'm back and I'm here, you know. And then obviously calling it Introvert, you wouldn't expect it to sound the way it does because of what introversion means. But I think that is the whole thing within it. It's like finding power within my introversion. And even though I'm this way inclined, what happens in here is powerful. And I'm going to let it shine through, and I'm going to start my album like this.
Yeah. From that very first song, it kind of lays that groundwork, like something really powerful is coming after this. Yeah. So how much of the instrumentation in the first track, Introvert, is live, as opposed, not that it matters because it all sounds beautiful, but was there any live instrumentation? Because it sounds like you have a full-on orchestra.
Yeah, we did. We had a 40-piece, and then we had a percussionist, and we had live guitar and brass, and a lot going on, which is for me, it's super exciting. It felt like we was making like a score as opposed to just a track, you know. So yeah, it was super, super exciting. Just helping to build and tell the story throughout.
I feel like being in a room like that and hearing a 40-piece orchestra would have just like brought me to tears from the beauty of it all. And they're all there for you, which is kind of amazing.
It's kind of crazy, yes. But no, definitely. And even where we recorded it, which was we started in a church, which was like 5 minutes from where I grew up. And that in itself is like mind blowing. And then we took what we done at the church to Abbey Road Studios, which is like a legendary, I'm sure you would have heard of Abbey Road, and executed it there. So yeah.
Beautiful. Well, I think we should go to a couple of the tracks that you recorded for us, and then we'll come back and chat a little bit more.
Sounds good. Milwaukee, my name is Little Simz. Thank you so much for having me. We're going to perform some songs for you today. I hope you enjoy. There's a war. The kingdom's on fire, the blood of a young Messiah. I see sinners in the church, I see sinners in the church. Sometimes I might be introvert. There's a war inside, I hear battle cries. Mothers burying sons, young boys playing with guns. The devil's a liar, fulfill your wildest desires. Now I don't wanna be the one to doctor this, but if you can't feel pain, then you can't feel the opposite. The fight between the yin and yang's a fight you'll never win. I study humors, that makes me an anthropologist. I'm not into politics, but I know it's dark times. Parts of the world still living in a. But if I don't take this winner's flight, that's career suicide. So I should have been a friend when your grandma died. I see the illness, see my aunt laying in her bed. I see her soul rising as her body gets closer to them. Say what?
World's not over. I will make it, don't you cry. God we trust, that's when
I need a license to feel internal wounds and I'm not trying to be healed. I sabotage what we are trying to build, cause the feelings I keep inside, but it's time to reveal. I hate the thought of just being a burden. I hate that these conversations are surface. Simz the artist or Sim be the person. To you I'm smiling but really I'm hurting. I dedicate my life and gave my heart over 20-something years. Left wondering how I even feel, or was it even worth it? I bottle up and I spill it in verses. One day I'm wordless, next day I'm a wordsmith. Close to success but to happiness I'm the furthest. At night I wonder if my tears will dry on their own. Hoping I will fulfill what it means. Angel said don't let ego be a disturbance. Inner demon was telling me that like they strip you of everything you're deserving. Realize there was a prison and us, we are conditioned as much. It's like they can't sleep till our spirit is crushed. How much fighting must we do, we've been fearless enough. All we've seen is broken homes and poverty. Corrupt government officials lies. Atrocities. How they talking on what's threatening the economy. Knocking down communities to re-up on property. I'm directly affected, more than just bother me. Look beyond the surface, don't see what you wanna see. My speech ain't involuntary, projecting intention straight from my lungs. I'm a black woman and I'm a proud one. We walk in blind faith, not knowing the outcome. As long as we're unified, then we've already won. much. This next song is called Woman, and it goes like this. Women got the melanin dripping, L-O-N-D-O-N-C-E girl living in the back looking like fire chili pepper. Yoruba girl tougher than imperial leather. He was getting better while she was getting better. Diamonds are forever. Miss Sierra Leone looking like a gem. Works hard in the week, party on the weekend. Know you wanna live when no one watching how you spend. Got a thing for the finer things and the finer men, ha. Miss Tanzania, she a do or die. Says she wanna know more about the Sukuma tribe. We hit the once wasn't enough. I got an ocean full of knowledge, you could scuba dive. Miss Ethiopia can play so jazzy. They sit you down at school, you want Selassie. Tell them you're nothing without a woman. Woman to woman, I wanna see you glow. Tell her. You reppin' for your country, sun kissing your brown skin, looking like money. Says she focusing on being an accountant. When you have beauty and brains, they find it astounding. Why? She been getting it on her own. Self-made, ain't nobody doing gold. Now, Miss India always speaks with her chest. Got respect from her people cause she leads them the best. Real life queen in the flesh. Now the crown get heavy, still it bees on your head. My Brooklyn ladies know you hustle on a daily. Innovative just like Donna Summer in the 80s. Your time to see you glow now. Intelligence and elegance, show them how. Miss Jamaica understand food for the soul. When she get up in the kitchen, no she throw down. Ain't nothing without a woman. Woman to woman, I just wanna see you glow. See? You're the finest gold. When you walk in a room, they feel your soul. Your style it shines so ahead of time, and you know that you're fine. You're so damn fine, girl. She a Ghana girl, calm with it, never let the green plant fail. Though a sucker for the romance, take you to the homeland. One way, she ain't coming back. All I see is black stars and I friggin' love it. Yeah. Time's up, tell the people that we coming. Yeah. Done being in the shadow, going public. Yeah. Don't know how to bear it, how to stomach. Yeah. Hand over this and let us run it. Yeah. All we know is looking flawless, all they know is stare. Ain't nothing without a woman. Woman to woman, I just wanna see you glow. Tell her. I love how you go from 0 to 100 and leave the dust behind. You got this, and lead that with your life. Woman to woman, I just wanna see you glow. Tell her what's up. Thank you. I want to take it back to Grey Area. I hope you enjoy. Life sucks and I never try suicide. Mine's left even more than I realize. Time's up, keep it moving, but she arrives. You ever heard what I heard in my mind? Never try, you would cry, that's a lie, you would die. No one to ever come down from a high, I am in the best seats. From time, been the next breed. Come at me directly, don't need no one to defend me. Souls in a place even I can't get to, don't mess with the deadly. Moon waves and overseas, quick coasting overseas. One knows you don't believe, they will never want to admit I'm the best. For the mere fact that I've got ovaries, it's a woman's world, so to speak. Yeah, you sour, never giving credit where it's due, cause you don't like empower. Venom. My mind, ever heard what I heard in the night? What a fright, been a parasite in my past life. I don't wanna ever calm down. My soul will send it to the sky. I guess it's you and I. Gone, but I'm feeling too alive. Trying to get me out of spite. Someone's gotta pay. I ain't talking some kind of physical, some kind of traumatic. They won't. Dead bodies probably not there. Following no automatic. Moving scatter, you're not right. Can they be licking and now they come at me? You make a move, better pattern it. I assume you'll be coming for. That makes super vast, that makes super vast. Venom. 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 Venom, 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 venom. Nighttime today, like we roll trees, save lives, evade minds, and go deep. Oh, he wanting to get some so chill. Part of the day in the life you won't see. Part of the day in the life you can't be here for. Taking the life for dealing with in the demons and won't. Not a word you will listen with my soul. Down I go. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Actually don't follow me, nobody bother me. I'm a misogynist policies. They wanna keep me down and demolish me. Use me, abolish me. Wanna hear no apology. Oh, but making my own head can't tell when he side cut into the. When I dig deep, I can never find nothing. It's a mystery, rage, nothing but can't figure out if I'm going in. Ain't no doubt, we'll be showing no mercy. So think twice if you wanna get. Nine ain't nice. No games. I don't wanna dart nobody. In a flash. Tubers stick up, hands in the air, put the money in the bag. All cash, I spend it. Venom. 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 Hey.
Venom. Thank you, that was great. Also, thank you to you and Cleo Soul for realizing and singing about how women go from 0 to 100 several times a day and leave the dust behind, because that's what we have to do.
Exactly.
I love that. And Venom was really exciting to hear too on this from the 2019 album Gray area, but also it's part of the show Top Boy. You put it in the soundtrack, which Aaron from Milwaukee wanted to know how your experience acting in that show Top Boy was, and how do you balance acting and music?
Well, the experience was amazing. Top Boy has like a really tight follow it, like people love Top Boy. So when I got the opportunity to be a part of it, I knew it was going to be a special one, and also what I felt like how my character's like starting to progress. Like we just finished shooting the new season, so it was great to just be able to sink my teeth into the character a lot more. And also, like when it comes to balancing the both, I've been really blessed in terms of it's just worked. Like when I'm shooting, my team do a great job of making sure I'm focused on that. When I'm recording, I'm focused on that. But somehow they've just kind of worked. I haven't had any jobs where it's like conflicting, or I can't do this because I'm going to be on tour, or it's just always worked out, to be very honest. And I enjoy it as well. It's like I'm quite an active person and I like doing stuff and being busy and being on my toes. So yeah, it's cool.
We talked a little bit before everybody joined us about the confidence that it takes for you to kind of branch out and do some of this other stuff. And more specifically, I want to talk about your experience with the music video for Woman.
Yeah. So my directorial debut for Woman was the only reason I actually directed the video is because the director I wanted wasn't available. And I thought, okay, well, it's got to be me. Like I saw something for it, I kind of knew I wanted it to be really classy and really elegant and, you know, smooth and all of those things. I just needed to, I guess, assemble the right team of people to help it make it work, you know. And it was great, to be honest. The day of the shoot, I prepped so much beforehand that when it came to the day of the shoot, I was pretty organized. Like, I knew all the shots I wanted. I was very decisive. Like, when, you know, I felt like I got the take, it's like, it's cool, we've got it, we can move on. Definitely still nervous as well, because I'm the artist and I'm the director, so I'm wearing two hats. I think I probably had one piece of fruit for the whole day. I couldn't eat. My adrenaline was just running, and I was just like going. But yeah, it was such a beautiful day. And even having all the women, because even sometimes on shoots, like within the industry, it can sometimes be a bit catty in a way with women. But on the day of that shoot, it was so nice to see everyone was looking beautiful and everyone was complimenting each other. Like, I love your hair like that. That color looks beautiful on you. You know what I'm saying? There was just such a nice energy amongst everyone. And I think that shows when you watch the video.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. And as a director, you really get to set that tone, right? In the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
Everybody like feeling like they're doing this together and not trying to outshine each other.
Exactly. And I think with who I pulled in, like, I had, you know, some of the women featured were people that I went to school with, you know, and some of the people featured are my actual real family members, and, you know, people that have lived in my area for 15 years and I've known them growing up. So it's like, as well as artists and people in the industry I respect. So even just bringing those types of people together, like, regardless of what you do, you're all here because you obviously have a connection to me, but I know you're all good peoples and you would get on, you know what I mean? And so many connections were made, so many friendships were made. And it's just nice to bring people together in that sense, you know?
Yeah, indeed. That kind of brings me to our next listener question. You've been here before COVID. You did a session in our studio downstairs, and Patrick from Milwaukee wanted to know, when someone mentions the word Milwaukee to you, what comes to mind?
When someone mentions the word Milwaukee to me, what comes to mind?
Not that people are mentioning Milwaukee to you all the time. Pretty awesome.
If someone had mentioned that to me, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, I went there one time and done an interview at this. That would be the memory of coming there. I think it was 2019. I want to say it was like around Coachella times, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I remember me, my tour manager, my DJ came up and we done that session. So that would be what comes to mind.
Cool. Well, next time you're here, if there's other things you want to learn about Milwaukee, we'll make sure you have those experiences.
Please.
All right. So I could talk to you forever. It's so easy to talk to you. So thanks again for joining us. I think we should play the last two songs that you recorded for us, and then we'll come back with one final question.
Cool. This next song is a song off my new album, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. It's definitely one of my favorites, definitely one of the most personal songs on the record. It's called I Love You, I Hate You. I hope you enjoy. So much, I would give my life for this. If the bullet was the beat, I would probably die for this. How many times did I cry for this? I would hate myself if I didn't at least. What's at stake is bigger than me. Blood, tears, how it stains, can't rid it with ease. What we have in common is our pain, we're given the keys to unlock what it takes to fight for what we believe. Hard to confront the truth with what you see in the mirror. Some people you inspire and others you fighting in blind faith, led by the internal voice. You might not want to do it, but you don't have a choice. Now will the pressure take me to new heights or be my demise? Will my intentions coincide with what I advise? The people looking up to me doing everything right, but who am I to tell anyone how to live their life? Your pain threshold will determine if you survive. I'm amazed by it, lying to myself, pretending I was never fazed by it. Maybe cause you're in my DNA, that's why. kids. You made a promise to give them a life you didn't live. My ego won't fully allow me to say that I miss you. A woman who hasn't confronted all her daddy issues. The day will come when you gotta find all the answers to your sins. Pressures of provider, feeling unhappy within. What kind of external family up on your plate? But I understand wanting and needing an escape. Too much unsaid, now the silence giving me headache. Only through speech can we let go of all this dead weight. Even though I'm angry, don't wanna be disrespectful. Trying to figure out how to approach this in the best way. Hard to not carry these feelings even on my best days. Never thought my parent would give me my first heartbreak. Anxiety giving me irregular heart rate. Used to avoid getting into how I really feel about this. I see how fickle life can be and so it can't wait. Should have been a person there to hold me in my dark days. It's easier to stargaze. Wish to be faced with this reality. Is you a sperm donor or a dad to me and still sometimes, but right now, but always. See, on this mission you live and learn. The world don't show you no mercy from birth. How do you humanize your hero? Round here you're only respected if earned. Half-hearted sorries can't let my guard down. To get to Nirvana, where do you start out? Angry cause they don't meet your unrealistic standards. Then you realize that they're human and you calm down. Sometimes I'm unbalanced and I think, raw, why am I losing my steps? Lately I'm paranoid, I feel my life is a mess. I'm just using my voice, hope it will have an effect. He was just once a boy, often I seem to forget. Looking at Polaroids, a picture secretly kept. You know what was destroyed, you don't know what was left. Trying to phase out the noise of all you hear in your head. Everything is a choice and anything can be said. Is you missing the point? You just hearing me vent? Or is you in understanding, knowing my words will connect? I keep you in my prayers, life is short as we know. Every mistake you make should contribute to your growth. What you choose to avoid, probably come in your dreams. I'm not forgiving for you, I'm forgiving for me. Sometimes always, but right now, always. Thank you. We're gonna keep it moving. This one's called Rolling Stone. I was in Sao Paulo eating palm heart and I couldn't believe my surrounding. No. Sure, I got an end to me, listening to Hetty getting gassed in the mountains. No time for the first track, I'm quenched, I drink from a different fountain. Hard food when I serve that, all these little fish get fried and your yam get pounded. I might be a brat for a bit. Cure, man, I want my farm and I want my chicks. I want my suit tailored by first class just to ball you up for the sushi. Give me my checks and give me my plaques. I want breakdowns and I want my stats pronto. Yeah, God flow, make you wanna dance all day like Alfonso. Wanna talk about peas, wanna talk about ways, but can you do the job though? I can't vouch for a man that ain't got a talent and business combo. It's all a sport, flow and archery, don't get hit with the crossbow. Stay to myself, been true to the core.
Stay to myself, yeah, stay to myself.
I was always the illest, there's never been no cure.
No medication.
Calling shots like I call in faders, facts.
True.
My fellas got me if I ever need that. Still there's things I'm faced with, storms ain't lying and these fools audacious. I might demonstrate frustration, trying to keep cool but I'm losing patience. No cap, we hate snakes and we hate rats. You can have opinions, just start with see, do you think you're right? Please. Mommy handled business, Papa was a rolling stone. I'm a mix of both, there ain't no snitch boy in my bones. Coming for this though, let's say it's pizza you can't get. Italia fashion week, shut down Milan down to Rome. Looking like the future got you fearing the unknown. I got stories regarding your chick I won't disclose. Picture perfect, nothing picture perfect, here I know. All illusion, why the world confusing, I don't know. You can't diss me, free time, pull up behind, you'll never see I
I'm probably the reason why your bosses had to resign. Now you'll follow my step, read about me like I'm Eli. I just book a flight only to land and have some me time. Let me be on.
Let me be on.
Taking time at home on spot, go through your time now. Hey. Huh. Pull up at your spot, they're throwing roses at my feet. Yeah, yeah. What do you mean? In the presence of a queen, bitch. Say that she wanna know what's underneath. I'll show you things in private, ain't no way to cause a scene.
Yeah.
Range black just to match the color of my skin. Last year, pen was crazy, this year tougher with the ink.
Yeah.
Know the people miss me, they like, where the hell you been?
Yeah.
Counted all my losses, manifested all my wins.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's Simbi here that's had you listening.
Well.
Done that chick for now, you didn't know she had a twin.
Yeah.
I've been in my zone, moving low-key in Berlin. You can get the smoke, yeah, that's his kind problem. Where do I begin? You might just find out, real soon go through your time now, hey.
Rolling Stone,
Rolling,
Rolling Stone,
rolling,
Rolling Stone,
rolling,
Rolling Stone,
hey.
Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone.
Rolling. Thank you.
I love the extra sassy little Simz that we get in that last song. So so good. Okay, here's my final question because I want to be respectful of your time. What did your childhood smell like?
Smell like? Wow, interesting. My childhood smelled like, I'm probably gonna say there's a Nigerian dish that my mum used to make. It's like pounded yam with okra and a stew. And that's what I feel like my childhood is. And when she makes it now, I don't live with her anymore, but when I go back and she's made it, I'd go to that place.
I love
So
that.
probably that, yeah.
Cooking all day.
Yes, exactly.
it.
I'll probably go with that. Or actually, and my sister's hairspray.
Ooh, yeah, that's probably strong.
Yeah, those two for sure.
Awesome. Well, the new album that came out in the beginning of September, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert, is truly worth listening to from front to back. So you guys do yourself a favor, and if you have headphones and you can just get away for like, I mean, it's 19 songs, so give yourself like a little less than 2 hours, I think, and just enjoy it. Thanks to Chris from Cosign for helping organize this, to Justin Barney for setting it up here, to our members for supporting us. Without your membership, we couldn't do cool stuff like this. And most importantly, Lil Simz, thanks for not only being here today, but for doing such a special, beautiful performance video for us. That was really cool. You could have just sat on a chair. We would have loved it too, but that was really cool. It made me so excited to come see you live as soon as possible.
Amazing. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to do that. And hopefully I get to see you soon in the flesh and make some cool memories in Milwaukee.